that's not what I have. There are things I don't believe in. There are things I don't believe in. There is God and there is us. There is God and there is us. Are you now? Who are you now? Who are you now?
Bold of you to assume my tits aren't already out, bro. We're just waiting on race start. They're just finishing up driver's briefing now. Right, it is World 240's tonight. We're just waiting on a few bits and pieces. This is Group 1 of qualifying. 3 12-lap races. Then we move over to a repecharge where the top 6 will go through. Depending on who gets through, we'll either have both Tier 1 and Tier 2 racing on stream, but one way or another we will have the World 240's and points from Tier 2 throughout the night. Okay, so they just rolled it. Music will be a bit loud still, sorry. Just get to, yeah, there's the Hanson on track. That should be warm up, so they'll be getting the grid sorted. I joined in Group 1, so hopefully they'll do something cool. Right, the grids have been set up and are in place. We're not far away from heat number 1 in this Group 1. Oh fuck, we've got a third Wilson now. They only need one more and they've got a team of Wilsons by themselves. Of course, those who would have caught the team stream last week will recognise some of these names. Some of these, Pete's sakes, other than him, you'll probably recognise most of these names. Of course, some people are in these amazing designs. That have been in this sim for a while. Fuck, you're right. Where is A-Rob? Oh, he fucking declined. Right, race 1. Any fucking second now. Let's see who's on pole. Are you eating some of Peter Reese's goat cheese? Extra salty. Right, it's Peter May and Daniel Wilson on the front row. Justin Jessup and Wade Crawford, row number 2. Rob Hansen and Bailey Cooper, row 3. James Holland, and there's a Matt Stone-sized gap in the grids there. Dane Walker and Justin Lemon. Tyson Goodley and Cohen Wright, Lance Hansen, Caleb Arneson, Kane Dyrich, Cullen Hutton, Pete Sakes, Richard Joy and Daytona Rawadi. Oh, that was close. Just sorting out some issues down the back. We have a safety mat this time round as he's cleared the groups. And it's straight into it. That looks like he's on keyboard and mouse off the front. And it's a huge turn 1 push. They don't quite make the wall, but it's Justin Jessup on the back of Daniel Wilson, leading them out. And there's a huge turn 3 punt. The keyboard and mouse able to navigate safely through that section, and now it's Justin Jessup again putting some pressure on. He's up the inside. He doesn't quite make the pass by the corner, but now it's Justin Jessup leading us out. Rob Hansen able to capitalise on the mistaken slip up into second. As who wins the race doesn't quite matter as much. It's still points, but it's the top 8 that qualify through automatically. And it's Justin Jessup with an almighty lead from Rob Hansen, Cohen Wright in third now, Wade Crawford fourth, Tyson Goodley, and I don't know why it's not giving me Daniel Wilson, but he's in the mix as well there. That's your top 8 at the moment. That's who's going through. Jessup now with an almighty lead. Do we see a little bit of veterancy here from Cohen Wright? He knows he's in that top 3. That's a good set of points to qualify through. Rob Hansen, he'll be trying to gun up get a few more places. We look further back, Wade Crawford and Dane Walker on that edge of the bubble there. Justin Jessup punts out one of the newcomers of the night. Oh, and Justin Jessup. Not Justin Jessup. Wade Crawford dispatches of a lapped car. Flings them up into the wall. Cullen Hutton was able to sneak through here. Tyson Goodley also putting some pressure on the back of Wade Crawford as it really heats up for the battle for 5th. They've still got enough points to qualify through, but it's not as many points as you would like down that far towards the back. And it's all go here for 6th with a bit of a three-way fight. Kane Dyrich, Daytona Rowdy and Wade Crawford now in a little battle group. Of course, that would go right back to that 8th spot as we look back to the lead. Oh, if we can go the right way. As we look back to the leaders now, Justin Jessup extending his lead out to Josh Holland, not James. Of course, they've said no race one rule, so these lapped cars are allowed to take the leader out if they so choose. They don't, as that's actually race over. So, Daytona sneaks 8th place, so that is the last qualifying spot if this was the final points. Wade Crawford in 7th, Tyson Goodley in 6th, Cullen Hutton in 5th, Dane Walker in 4th, Rob Hansen in 3rd, Cohen Wright in 2nd, and Justin Jessup takes out heat number 1. Raid from the best Argentinian driver. This really is the World 240's now if we've got people from Argentina tuning in. Of course, we've got a couple of Americans joining us tonight, and Justin Lemon and his mate, who I can't remember the name of now. That might be Pete Sakes. Of course, we've also got drivers from England in Scott Kinton, even though he is living over on this side of the world now. Not quite sure what the hold-up is. I think they're just having some issues with the points, and we'll be underway for heat number 2 very shortly. No one wants to use this time to cut laps, which is a little bit annoying for me. They are allowed on track, but none of them want to show their hands this early on. Right. One driver must have dropped and waiting for him to get back in the server. And here's Daytona cutting some laps. Of course, he's one of the faster guys that, well, I say faster, semi-retired, made his return a couple of weeks ago in the police car. course, no one pulling over for him tonight. Right, there's 1 minute to race start. Well, a maximum of 1 minute. So can anyone confirm for me whether or not Daniel Wilson is on a keyboard or mouse, or if he's just really quick on a controller? Nope, finally they're rolling around to Heat 2 now. I'm glad that one doesn't say fucking cockpit. Right, where's the match? Oh, here we go. They all appear halfway in the ground. Tyson Goodley and Cohen Wright off the front row. Both drivers that managed to finish in that top 5. Caleb Arniston, Lance Hansen, row number 2. Cullen Hutton, Daniel Wilson, Kane Dyrich, and there's a gap for someone there. Daytona Rawadi there, closing up, so he's been promoted upper row. Richard Joy, Justin Jessup, Peter May, Rob Hansen, Blake Lockett. There's the safety Bert who's pulled off, so that will be the lights going through before I can read through everyone's names. They're underway straight away. They don't want to muck around with these heats. We all want to get to that main show as quickly as possible. As it's Cohen Wright. Yeah, Cohen Wright leading them out from Caleb Arnson. Tyson Goodley slips into third in front of his teammate in Cullen Hutton. That's your top 4. And there's a little bit of a gap down to Daytona Rawadi in 5th, who's in a little pocket of air. Further back, Richard Joy and Kane Dyrich absolutely beating it out for what would be 6th, until Dyrich takes a huge shot off the end by, I think that was the 8C, but I'm not too sure. I guess if you're not going to qualify, take someone out. So you'll see them later in the repcharge as we look further back ahead. Once again, Daytona Rawadi. Now he's onto the back of this top 4 battle. So they've got some support for Kane. Of course, that would have been put in before he got sent in arse backwards. But still leading them out, Cohen Wright from Caleb Arnson. But as we look back, the two teammates now, a lot more shoulder to shoulder racing. They were together in the Nelson Noddies. Now they're really pushing each other around as we see Josh Holland take a shot at one of the drivers in the top 5. Once again, if you're going to take someone out who's up the front. No point taking someone out who's at the back. But in this carnage, Cohen Wright has checked out. He's got at least a 2-second gap as now we're approaching the end of this Heat 2. Josh Holland's on the block. Who's he going to try and pick up here? He lets Caleb Arnson straight through. As we see Dyrich take a shot at Tyson Goodley, just kind of half mess it up. And he's in no position for the follow-up shot as it's Daniel Wilson also looking to get another shot on. As we look, Cohen Wright, no one to take him out. all on his lonesome out the front as he comes back to Lance Hansen over the grass on the American, borrowing Regan O'Brien's car for the weekend. In a saloon next season, probably Miani's worst kept secret. Now, what's the American going to do with the leader right on his tail? Must be race over. Or Cohen Wright's just forgotten how to drive. Yeah, that is race over. So it'll be Cohen Wright, Caleb Arnson, Tyson Goodley, Cullen Hutton, Richard Joy, Peter May snuck from the back into 6th. Daytona Rowdy and Rob Hansen is your top 8. Unfortunately, they've been slack and I've got no points yet. Ethan Curran is not racing tonight, unfortunately. So we're straight into Heat 3. There was some points. I got a little bit distracted, but I can tell you Peter May and Daytona Rowdy are currently tied for that 8th position. So we're going to do our best to keep an eye on where those two are during this race. Of course, Daytona Rowdy off pole. Where's Peter starting? Peter's starting down in 18th, so he's got a way to go through. A lot of cars he'll need to pass. As we see the safety Matt, the safety Stoner, he gives the order to bump her up. And they do so quite nicely the whole way through. And we'll try our best to stay on board with Daytona Rowdy here as he leads them off. A good finish is what he needs to ensure he'll be going through. As we look further back, there's Peter May in the checkered tank. The iconic 35 dub. As actually Justin Lemon in 2nd. The Yank trying to get some late qualifying points as he takes a shot from Cullen Hutton. Of course, I don't think I heard his name called out. Oh, fuck, we've Spud Hubbed it. Daytona Rowdy, he's taken a hit. He's down the order. I don't have my overlays set up tonight, but he's all the way back down into 9th. Roughly around 9th in a battle with Tyson Goodley. Corbin Borwalker up ahead of him. And what's a quite good looking tank. Like, I'm not a big fan of those all black cars, but the way that number's been done is just well thought out. We'll look up to see who leads it now. To about 3 people's surprise, it's Dane Walker out in the lead now. Blake Lockett in 2nd, Cohen Wright. Oh no. Where the fuck? Oh yeah, Cohen Wright, then Wade Crawford. Just temporarily in 4th before getting punted back down the order. As we see Pete Sakes sent for a hot dog in the background. The lap cars doing their best to try and disrupt this lead pack. as we see Daytona Rawadi working his way back up through the field again. We spot Peter quickly. Peter's right down the order, so he's had a bit of a rough set of racing. So he actually ahead of... see Daytona or Pete up in the order, so we could see someone sneak through that wasn't in the top 8 that was read out just before this Heat 2 started. It's still Dane Walker leading them out. Cullen Hutton allegedly in second, but he's just getting the absolute punt around as we see Pete Sakes on the pole line. Well, not on the pole line, just it stopped in the middle of the track alongside Daniel Wilson taking out the Yank. Cullen Hutton forced to a stop. His teammate's the only one that actually passes him. But now Daytona Rawadi on the back of Cullen Hutton. All 3 cars get sent in there. Daytona hits Cullen and then Daytona taken out by Justin Lemon. Of course, Dane Walker taking heat number 3 out as we did our best to kind of keep our eye on Daytona and Peter May. Peter May in 10th. And then it was Daytona Rawadi in 9th. So that hopefully that'll be enough to see either Daytona or Peter through to the final. But any of these cars in the top 8 could have jumped them. Corbin Borwalker is in 8th. Cullen Hutton in 7th. Tyson Goodley in 6th. Justin Jessup in 5th. Wade Crawford in 4th. Blake Locken 3rd. Cohen Wright 2nd. And taking that win, like I said before, was Dane Walker. Dreams laggy as. Right. We will bring up the B right back, so I do need to... Streams meant for you. I'll close some shit down anyway. Play it better safe than sorry as we do move into the rep charge racing. I don't have my Discord either, so I don't know what the points are yet. I have points from Group 2. Sorry for the silence there, folks. I was trying to listen into the Group 1 qualifiers, but I can give you Group 2, which was Pollock Houston in 8th. Julian Hohepper and Pollock Houston were both tied for 8th. In 6th, Scott Kinton. In 5th, Jane Tyne. In 4th, Will Carroll. And 3rd, John O'Bolton. In 2nd, James Wilson. And in 1st, Brandon Niven. Right. I'm heavily dyslexic in case people haven't worked out yet, but this is the repo race. So if you see them in here, qualifying didn't go well for them. Right. So we're about to go repo racing any second now. They're just... Right. No one saw that. Right. We're about to go Repo Racing any fucking second now. See, excluding Matt Stone, if you see them in there, they've had a shocker. Oh, we're only in warm-up. I was wondering why they weren't loading two grids. Yeah, Callum Flavel. I think he's been in the Facebook page for a while. He's just decided to turn up finally. Got a another mini stock driver in Ashton Mooney. The third Wilson. I've been offered some money to do a shout out. It's the first unofficial sponsor of the stream, Jetstar, for cancelling the Rascals flights home from the RC teams event. Right. So we got the real life driver and I got screwed Arnson off pole. Jan Martin, Blake Lockett are row 2. Logan Weary and Dylan Crystal row number 3. Lance Hansen and Daniel Wilson. What's that? Row 4. Bailey Cooper, Kevin Miles, row 3. Tyler Fitzsimmons and Mac Beal back. Kane Dyrich, Peter May, Ashton Mooney, Josh Holland, Corbin Borwalker, Daniel Crookie, Tyler Mortimer, and Caleb Ashton. Alright, so we are going to do our best to look to watch who's in 6th place, as that's the final cutoff of these runoffs. Someone's already on the clutch and trying to hold them in as it's an almighty turn 1 push as we see the Crystal Pistol straight to the infield, and as we look further back at an almighty turn 1 push. It's pretty standard for Rotorua. Oh, we've spud hubbed the shit of Logan Weary, sending that Peter Rees tank flying through the air. We're going to have to go back, all the way to the back to get to the front by the looks, as it's Blake Lockett leading them out. Dylan Crystal would need to do an almighty block job to send him down to 6th. Jan Martin 2nd. I don't know why it's gone to Matt Stone. It's being fucking annoying. Hamish Edgecombe in 2nd, sorry. Jan Martin third. Caleb Arneson in fourth. Lance Hansen in fifth, and in the final qualifying spot, and the man we're going to watch for the next few minutes, Kevin Miles. He's in that cutoff spot. Of course, Corbin Borwacker, he'll be the first one trying to look to take that spot, that final qualifying position from Kevin Miles. Of course, he's looking to get a little bit more secure, and he will actually get around Lance Hansen. Uses some lap cars as well. Is that Caleb Arneson in sixth now? No, it's still Lance in sixth, but that was Caleb in that drop zone for a second. He's been fed wide by mouse and keyboard. That's let Peter May and Corbin Borwacker. He's now in the drop position. So, last qualifier now, Corbin Borwacker, Peter May and Lance Hansen hot on his tails. Of course, you can't really feel too safe as we see someone up in the fence there. I don't believe he was in that top six. Corbin Bork now gets back by Kevin Miles. He's in sixth now. I better just check that again. No, it's... What the fuck's happened here? Lap time. It says Jan Mart's in sixth now. I'm not too sure what's happened there. But Jan Mart, he's in the final position now. Someone must have been forced into an early retirement. As it's Peter May in that clusterfuck. He's through. He's through and past Peter May. Fucking need to get that overlay shit sorted. 8 going through. I thought it was 6. We'll follow on 6 just in case, but I might have read it wrong. They were battling hard for 6th. Either way. Probably a little bit stupidly hard if it was. Oh, we'll find out in a second here because I believe that's race over. So if it is the top 8, Tyler Mortimer and David Crook are through. If it is 6, top 6, there will be Tyler Fitzsimmons, Kevin Mile, Peter May, Caleb Arniston, Blake Lockett, and Corbin. You know, I was right. It was the top 6. So that's Tyler Fitzsimmons, Kevin Miles, Peter May, Caleb Arneson, Corbin Bork, and Blake Lockett. Fuck, I had to disable links to get rid of those bot cunts, and they still fucking come through. Right, we'll be back into the go swap back servers once again.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Right. So for those who want to know, currently qualified: Justin Jessup, Cohen Wright, Jesse Pollock Houston, Jono Bolton, Moneyman Profit, he was one of the pre-qualifiers, Tyson Goodley, Dane Walker, Wade Crawford, Cullen Hutton, Daytona Rowdy, Brandon Niven, Jaden Ty, James Wilson, Scott Kinton, he was another pre-qualif... No, he wasn't. Bryce Cross, Peter May, Corbin Bork, Kevin Miles, Rob Hanson, Tyler Fitzsimmons, Caleb Arneson, Will Carroll, Matt Stone, he's a pre-qualifier, Blake Lockett. Where's Tomo at? You're meant to be fucking in the server. Because we're only at 24 cars. No, here's Tomo. Fucking turning up right on the line as per fucking usual. Which means we're just waiting on one more to get in and then we can go finals racing. 2 more people. Will Carroll had to go turn his concrete bumpers back on. There's a few people you need to pull over tonight, Daytona. A few people with a bit of concrete bumpers at teams, you can pull them over. Twenty-six cars, 15 lap races, 3 of them, and 1 free skin for the winner. Brought to you by 32 Customs, or whatever Ethan Curran's designs are. I will try and keep you posted on Tier 2 as I get points for it. Right, are we in race yet? Yeah, can you also check his license while you've got him pulled over? I think there might be some issues there as well. Right, they're just pulling some grids up now. So we're not far away from heat number 1 in these finals. I think last year there was more prize money for Tier 2 than there was for the feature. But this year, some people have stepped up and got a Signs by Bert car for Tier 2 and an Ethan Curran special for Tier 1.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
So we've got Blake Lockett and Jono Bolton off pole. There's Matt Stone and there's a gap next to him. Oh, we've had one drop, so first restart of the finals. Only restart of the stream so far. As this time cars just straight on track cutting laps. Fuck, I'm not doing any skins for the next skin pack. I'm just doing my cars now. That way you can only complain about my cars. Although if I remember, I'll send you the photo of the street stock I'm designing. I think the numbers are big enough and it's a design you can appreciate. I'll do it now while we're waiting for people to load back into the server. No, it's going to have to wait till after the stream. Right, we're not far away, I think. Tomo's back in the server, so... Right, can we start racing yet? Here we go, finally back in the game.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
Right, heat 1, attempt number 2. So grid's looking the same again. I assume Tomo was meant to be off grid number 3. He must be starting further back. Oh, yep, there he is there. I dare say public access to BeamNG would come out before R-Factor 2 does, but as Jono Bolton in the 16P car, James Profit, last year's Tier 2 winner, are your top 2 cars straight off the bat. Tyson Goodley in the 16V closely behind in third. Niven on the wall line, not even on the pole line. It's Profit still in second, and it's a huge shot that we've spud hubbed there. Jaden Ty, he was up there, now he's not. Corbin Bork hit over onto the grass. Tyson Goodley, he's dropped down the order again. But it's still Bolton in the lead. Should be watching Brad's stream. Profit gets a little bit of attention, spun backs across the track to stop the car that spun him, coming back up the order, and now it's the 2NZ of Matt Stone in second. Hohepa in third, temporarily, sorry, I should say, in third, as he's getting his attention. Bryce Cross, probably the hardest man to get past, as it's still Bolton, the fucking flag racer, out in front. Dirt's got the better stream as soon as he figures out how to get Sean's commentating properly. That's probably the only thing that's better about his, as far as I can see. As Bolton now comes up to lap the 3NZ of Will Carroll, who's holding the brakes on. Lets Matt Stone past. Bolton dummies to the outside of the concrete car. He's upside down. He gets knocked back onto his wheels. If I was him, I'd just run with it. God knows that car could lose a couple pounds. I need to make that a banned word in this chat. Fucking, they can fuck right off. Sean's Booker Jr. after all. Right, so Matt Stone leading it as we jump on Dane Walker just in time for him to go skyward as we work our way back through. Matt Stone leading it. Caleb Arnson in second. Corbin Borwalker in third, but he's looking to make a move to go one step higher on that podium, as we have Daytona Rawadi looking to get in the mix. Punts Caleb Arneson to the pole, or at least tries to, as we see Tyler Fitzsimmons getting his fair share of attention. What's happened here? Nope. Bryce is on the pole. And so now it's Rob Hansen, teammate of mine, in third. He slips up into second as well as they go around the outside of Niven. I was amazed there was no swing there. Tyler Fitzsimmons takes the swing onto the back of Borwalker, giving Rob Hansen a little bit more of a lead. As we see Scott Kinton. It looked like he took a swing at his teammate there in Rob Hansen. but he only managed to get Borwalker, and the gap continues to extend as Cohen Wright crosses the line. Oh, that must be race over. Oh, what the fuck's happened here? Frame's still up? Yep. Yep. So we'll give you the top 10. Justin Jessup, Jordan Hohepper, James Wilson, Tyson Goodley, Jaden Ty, and then in 5th, Caleb Arniston, 4th, Cohen Wright, 3rd, Corbin Borwalker, 2nd, Rob Hansen, and 1st, Matt Stone. Right, short break because no one's dropped, and we're straight into Heat 2. Still got to escape, but you're also not supposed to make your car that heavy. Disappearing JPH and Kevin Miles, row number 1. Tama, row 2. We've still got that ghost car starting in 3rd. Cullen Hutton will fill that gap up. Wade Crawford and Jaden Ty are your row 3. Bryce Cross and Tyler Fitzsimmons, row 4. Dane Walker, Caleb Arnson, row number 5, I think that is. Justin Wilson, Rob Hansen, Jono Bolton, Scott Kinton, Matt Stone, Blake Lockett, Justin Jessup, and Julian Hohepper, Corbin Borwalker, Daytona Rawadi, Will Carroll, and we're underway before I can get to the end of that 26 cars. You can tell I'm not on my A game when we can't even get halfway down the grid, as it's Jesse Pollock Houston looks to take a lead early on. Cullen Hutton in 2nd, Kevin Miles in 3rd, with a fresh number change in the recent skin pack. So Pollock Houston now tries to get around the outside of the cop car. Cullen Hutton manages to find his way through, but only temporarily, as JPH still puts on that block job. But it is Cullen Hutton through to the lead, as we still see the cop car doing its best blocking work. Cullen Hutton now coming up on the back of the next set of block cars on the pole line. Skinton feigns to the outside. JPH gives him the little bump, forces him into Bryce Cross, that 1NZ, notoriously hard to pass. And now it's JPH in the lead. Is Tomo actually running? Oh, that's... Fuck, I just had to check for myself. So yes, it is actually Tomo in 2nd. And then Corbin Borwalker, he's on for some good points after Heat 2 with this result. In fact, he's up... Well, I spoke too soon. He was almost up in the 2nd there. In fact, he is up in the 2nd. He is... Well, once again, sorry, no, was in 2nd. It's still JPH leading us out as we see the cop car up on his lid almost. Justin Jessup, Cohen Wright, Jaden Ty. That's 4th through to 2nd. Go forward. Why the fuck's this shit not working the way I've got it set up? Pollock Houston still leading them out. Tama now just gets back onto the lead lap. All over the back of JPH's car as he fires himself in deep to get away from Tama, who's doing an awesome job blocking. In fact, so awesome, Jaden Ty in that 269W into the lead as Tyler Fitzsimmons over the grass. doesn't take any sort of shot. Rob Hansen, he's the next one that's looking good on points now as he's momentarily in second. In fact, he's fought his way back into second once more. So it's Jaden Ty getting some attention from Jono Bolton. He's doing his best rolling block. He doesn't have to stop on track, but he's just posing a threat enough to slow Jaden down. In fact, now he's in a sandwich. Scott Kinton using a block, and that's Peter May. Fourth finger, the veteran, into the lead. Matt Stone getting a fair bit of attention. So, it's Rob Hansen and Peter May, first and second. Cohen Wright in third. James Profit, Tier 2 winner last year, in fourth. Caleb Arnson in fifth. Oh, we're still going backwards. Hold on. Was that? No, that was all fucked up. Rob Hansen's leading now. As we're hearing threats. Now people stopping on track. As it's Rob Hansen. He's getting his fair share of attention. Who the fuck? Why is my keyboard fucking being funny? It keeps inverting my go forward and go back. Yeah, James Wilson, Justin Jessup, that's first, second, third Jaden Ty, fourth Cohen Wright. Fuck, I need to get my shit set up properly. Tyson Goodley, he's holding the blocks on. Bryce Cross comes across track, missing a wheel. Bolton does his best to push him in. Maybe they've taken a bit of that concrete out of the car since teams. That has concluded the race. Sorry about all the false results. James Wilson wins it from Justin Jessup. Peter May in third. Jaden Ty in fourth. Tyson Goodley fifth. Corbin Borwalker, he's looking quite good on points. Rob Hansen in seventh. Cohen Wright 8th, Jordan Hohepper in 10th, and Pollock Houston, who did a good job of leading it out, in 10th. Sorry about that, just quickly reading some Ends Car stuff as I'm looking to maybe do that next season. It'll either be Ends Car or I'll be streaming the micros and then racing the street stocks. We just watched JPH back out on track. James Wilson, Rob Hansen, and I think that was Corbin are a three-way tie for the lead. Right. So there's a bunch of tyres. There's really too many cars that can still take it out going into Heat 3. With the block man himself, Scott Kinton, starting on first. I'm assuming that little gap that's in third is meant to be Matt. No, Matt's racing. Fuck. Why would that gap be there? Right, Scott Kinton, Cohen Wright, Tyson Goodley, James Wilson, who's going to fill up that row. It's going to be Niven, Peter May, Rob Hanson, Will Carroll, Dane Walker, James Prophet, Caleb Arneson, Bryce Cross, Tyler Fitzsimmons, Corbin Bork, Jaden Tye, Daytona Rawley, Wade Crawford, Justin Jessup. I've ran out of time once again. It's underway. Scott Kinton leads them out. And immediately he forces Tyson Goodley, who's tied in that, is involved in that tie for 5th. As he sends Peter May, leaves him up high and dry. But looking ahead, Robster the Mobster. He's up at the pointy end once again. Now that's going backwards. What the fuck's going on with this shit? There's your block class. Right, I don't know what the fuck's going on with my keybinds, but it's Tyson Goodley leading us out as we see Tomo on his lid in the background. As I believe that's Peter May through to the lead temporarily as he's been dished off the end wide and high. He's looking to get a bit of free running time here. I didn't hear his name in the overall points. So he's a bit of a dark horse. Jaden Tye, he's up there, and Tyson Goodley, he's in 5th. As he gets sent to the infield, the cop car, dispatching of the pigs. Kevin Miles doing a block job there. It's quite a fucking gap to the next one. Is it still Peter May in a strong position leading them out? As it's Tyson Goodley in second, Pollock Houston third. But Peter May showing a bit of veterancy here. Tries to go around Wade Crawford on the grass. Right as I called him a veteran. Maybe it's a little bit of the oldness creeping up on him. As we see Jaden Tye getting held in the wall. Robster the Mobster looking to try and get through. As we look back forward once more, Peter May with a whole bunch of running room. Gets into the front end of Pollock Houston. The Popo, man, he's going after the the old veteran. As we see JPH and Will Carroll doing his best to hold up the veteran. What the fuck's going on here again? Peter May, no. Why the fuck's it missing him again? Fucking track bugs. Just love R Factor so much. So Peter May still leading them out. He's getting his attention from a few drivers as we see the cop car now from hindrance to a bit of friendliness there, as it's both Peter May and Rob Hanson, a former and current Hornet, up the front of the field. Further back we see Hohepper. He's still relatively new in the community. Just a little bit further back As Peter May still finding his way through the field. Robster looking to make his way in the carnage. Hohipper now, he's finally in clean air, so he can finally start trying to make up some ground, get into position as Peter May looks to actually put fourth spot down the order. Although trouble as he hits into the back of some block cars now. It's allowed Rob Hansen, a former teammate of his, into the mix as it's full carnage now on this straight. Peter May just got nowhere to go. Robster, the mobster, Mr. Handsome himself, he's through into the lead. Further back, Jaden Ty, Hohipper still in third. Peter May dropped down to fourth. It's a real shake-up at the pointy end of the field. As Peter May, Mr. Forefinger himself, in fourth. Robster the Mobster pulls to the infield, so that will be race over. Rob Hansen takes out this heat 3 of the 240s. Jaden Ty in second, Peter May third, Jordan Hohipper in fourth, Caleb Arneson fifth, Tyson Goodley sixth, Corbin Borwalker seventh, James Prophet eighth, Justin Jessup ninth, Kevin Miles 10th. While we wait for some points from Tier 1, I have the results from Tier 2. I'll do a top 5. 5th, Lance Hansen. 4th, Bailey Cooper. 3rd, Caleb Ashton. 2nd, Tyler Mortimer. And the winner of a Signs by Bert Skin and automatic qualification for next season, Richard Joy. Right. I have the points for Tier 1 now as well. In 5th, Peter May. 4th, Tyson Goodley. 3rd, Corbin Borwalker. 2nd, Jaden Ty. And your new World 240s champion, Rob Hansen, takes it out and will have a new design finally. Right, now it is all in. I will keep the stream going for that. Right, I'm going to bring the music back in while I just quickly organise some shit before the all-in starts. So if you are a member of Kiwi Factor and you're watching this, jump in.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All in time. This is 20 lap pissing contest. Winner takes all pride. Of course, straight out to the lead. We'll do our best not to spud hub this shit and try and get some of the actual action. As we see Scott Kinton dispatched early. Someone knock him back over. Two Mickey Max Beal trying to deal with him. Right. You've all gone. I'm just going to call it here anyway. I'll catch you on Wednesday. I believe it's the Huntley Saloon and Modified Champs.